The Education Channel presents District Digest, an inside look at the Collier County Public School District. First, the latest news.
Thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening. There's a new program this year at Sable Palm Elementary School that's bringing STEM to life. Through a community partnership, fifth graders are making real-world connections to STEM careers and having a lot of fun in the process.
There's amazing things going on in that classroom.
You bet. Amazing things go on at Sable Palm Elementary School every day.
Your challenge is, I need you to make a square. Your robot needs to go in a perfect square on the floor.
We spearheaded a STEM plan for our school last year for this year. And then one of our teachers flew with it and contacted 4-H, brought the robotics program here to our classrooms, our fifth grade classrooms. And we're very excited about that because it puts in children's hands the future.
We decided to bring this program here on a very small scale, starting with working with 4-H.
We started with fifth grade because obviously they're the older children, and we wanted to capture them because they're very excited and they have a passion for science. If it's hidden away, we want to bring it to the forefront so that they realize, I can do this, I can be a scientist. And we send them to middle school, and hopefully they'll continue next door.
It's going to go straight and then it's going to turn left again. For my class, it's about making the connection between real world and science. So often these kids are limited in their experience to, just what we have in the classroom. So we have to make sure what we're providing in the classroom really makes that connection to real world. They can see the connection between aeronautics, they can see the connections to car manufacturing, they can see so many different applications for what they're learning, and that makes a huge difference to them.
David, you might want to move.
Everything's about science, technology, engineering, and math. And what they have the opportunity to build in there, it's bringing the careers that we talk about to real life.
And they get excited. These kids are learning to program robots, and that's going to bring them so many more opportunities as they move through school and then into careers.
I think that's almost. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Now, coming up on this edition of District Digest, we'll talk about the upcoming Employee Benefits and Wellness Fair and open enrollment. Then we'll get an overview of the district's popular community education program. We'll find out about 2 new student clubs coming to Parkside Elementary, the first of their kind in the district. And finally, we'll learn about the scholarship program offered through the Community Foundation of Collier County. That's all straight ahead on this edition of District Digest. Plus, this is Tracy Kohler. Join me for a special feature here on District Digest, coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll tell you what's cool in school. Please stay with us here on the Education Channel, your window to education. On the air on Comcast Cable 99 and online at collierschools.com.
It's story time. When you hear these words, it's time to have a favorite story read to you right here on TV. Storytime is a daily read-aloud show for pre-kindergarten through 5th grade students. The most important 20 minutes of the day is the time parents spend reading to their children. When you can't read, Storytime will, for you. Boys and girls, mom and dad too, join us for Storytime, the read-aloud show found only on the Education Channel, Cable 99.
Attention Collier County Public School parents. Have you ever wondered if your child's school bus is running late on any given afternoon? Well, we've got good news. You can now find out if your child's bus is late on the trip home by going online. Check the homepage of the school district website at collierschools.com. When a school bus is delayed by more than a half hour, a late bus notice link appears on the right side of the homepage. Click on it to find out.
District Digest presents a District Office Update with Leanne Zinzer.
Well, our first guest on District Digest is Jane Noble-Manulich, the Director of Benefits and Wellness for the school district. Jane, good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much.
It's that time of year again we want to talk about open enrollment.
Yes, our open enrollment this year is scheduled for November 3rd through the 21st. And we're very excited about this year's enrollment because we have worked with our technology staff to develop our own benefits enrollment system.
Wow.
That's one of the reasons why we've moved the date out a little bit, because we wanted to make sure the system was ready and working well and efficiently for our employees. So we're very excited about that. We are going to be having enrollers at all of the schools again this year as we've had in the past. However, the employee will actually be driving the enrollment this year. They'll be very hands-on on the platform because we want to encourage employees to use the system. However, the enroller will be alongside of them, just kind of guiding them through the process.
And I guess we kind of jumped into this. Of course, you and I and other employees know what we're talking about, but for folks at home that don't work here, what are we, open enrollment for what?
Oh, well, certainly, that's a very good question. Benefits open enrollment, it's for employees and their eligible dependents, their eligible family members, to make their benefit elections for next year, for 2015. Their medical, dental, vision, we have critical illness, disability, we have identity theft, prepaid legal, all of those benefits. Employees can make decisions on what they want to add, what they want to change, if they want to add dependents and beneficiaries.
And again, for folks at the schools, when we've got the enrollers there, they're there to answer those questions that they may have. Does every employee have to go through the enrollment process?
Yes, we are mandating that all employees meet with an enroller, and they can do that either face-to-face, they can do it telephonically, and we'll be providing all of that information. If employees don't meet with an enroller, whether it's face-to-face or over the telephone, their benefits will default to employee-only medical coverage and the board-paid life insurance.
Okay. And you said that the enrollment period starts November 3rd. What's the cutoff date? How late does it go?
The 21st.
The 21st.
November 3rd through the 21st.
21st. Okay.
Exactly.
If folks have questions as far as, beforehand, where should they go? Who should they contact?
Well, we're going to be sending out packets to some of our departments. The majority of the information is going to be on the benefits website. However, for our departments that don't have easy computer access, that would be maintenance, transportation, and nutrition services, we will be sending out paper packets to all of those employees, but we'll be doing communications to all employees through iBriefing and emails and such, so that employees are aware that those dates are coming up, what is available to them as far as elections and the time frame.
Perfect. And something that we have happening a little sooner than that is a benefits and wellness fair.
Yes, exactly. We're excited about the fair as well, and that is scheduled for Saturday, October the 25th. It'll be at Golden Gate High School, which is a perfect location, we feel, easy access off of the interstate. It's going from 8 a.m. to noon. And we're doing something a little bit different this year. In addition to all of our benefits vendors that will be present, we're also going to be having a lot of wellness offerings. We have a company coming in to do massages.
Sign me up.
Me too. We also are going to be having some medical professionals on site. Our EAP provider, Humana, is going to be doing a presentation on how to manage stress. We also have Robert Sweetgall coming in to do a presentation, and he's a gentleman that I saw at a conference about 1.5 years ago. He's from Idaho, and he's better known as Forrest Gump. Oh. He's walked all across the United States and does fitness presentations, so lots to look forward to.
Yeah. So the overall goal of this benefits fair is just kind of to kick off then the open enrollment period, just to give information to everyone?
Exactly. And we'll have our Benefits Technologies company present at the fair as well to help people get scheduled for their open enrollment session.
Perfect. Great. Lots of information. Thanks so much for being with us, Jane.
Okay. Thank you.
District Digest continues with a special feature. Here's Maribel Daramus.
Our next guest today is Robin Murchison, and she joins us from Collier County Public Schools Adult and Community Education Program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I know that you concentrate more so on the community education part, and that's what we'll focus on today. But just for folks to understand, what's the difference between the adult program and then the community education program?
Well, our whole department is the Adult and Community Education Program of Collier County Public Schools, and we serve to meet the needs of adult learners, primarily in our community, those folks that after high school, whether they need GED classes to get their GED diploma, If they would like to learn English, we have English classes. We also offer citizenship classes, and those types of classes really fall under the adult education umbrella.
Okay.
I oversee the community education programs, which are more lifelong learning type programs.
Okay.
All different types of disciplines, all different types of subject matters are under the community education umbrella.
Sure. So to kind of stem off of that, how big is it's a pretty big program. I mean, there's a lot of lifelong learners, not only students, but the courses you offer. Can you kind of go into what kind of courses you offer, how many you offer at any given time?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. And we try to mirror the breadth of our offerings and the depths of our offerings to the students that we have. And as Collier County is really unique in its makeup, and we have so many residents that will never have a child in the public school system, and this is our way to encourage them to get involved with the school system and also to continue their lifelong learning needs. We offer classes year-round. We have 6 sessions of classes a year, so we have 2 fall sessions, 2 winter sessions, which in winter down here is not quite the same as other parts.
Funky little term, but that's okay.
And spring and summer. And with that, typically in a session we offer over 100 different types of classes, and that can range anything from different types of technology. So we have a lot of people that may get an iPad or an iPhone as a gift and not even know where to get started.
Sure.
People who want to learn a foreign language, somebody who wants to learn different types of art or pottery, a little bit of anything and everything that we offer.
About how many lifelong learners do we have?
In a given year, we have over 5,000 students a year.
And how can people get more information? So let's say they want to see if there's a class on Microsoft Word or a cooking class. Where can they go to read about the program and maybe register?
For each of our sessions, we produce a catalog, which we mail out to anybody who's on our mailing list, and that's the best way if you want to be able to look at the catalog, browse the catalog, and really get an understanding of all that we offer. So we're happy to mail that out if anybody contacts our office. And the best ways to contact our office to get that catalog or just to have, if students have questions about any of our classes, is to give us a call. Our phone number is 239-377-1234. Or they can visit our website, which is www.collieradulted.com. And from there, they can download a copy of our catalog, they can browse all our classes, you can even register online.
So let's get into a little bit of how this works. Is there a fee? When are classes usually available? Locations in the community?
Our program, the community education program, is a fee-based program. We're a fee-supported program, but we try to keep our classes accessible and affordable. So a single class can range from $23 all the way up. Our typical class may be $79. It really just depends on the length of the class and what the subject matter is. We offer classes in various locations throughout Collier County using public school facilities. And with that, we take over when the school day ends. So our classes, we offer afternoon and evening classes. Afternoon would be a 3:30 to 5:30 time frame, or we do evening classes 6:30 to 8:30, and our classes run Monday through Thursday.
Okay, so lots to choose from. Absolutely. And I know that your locations have expanded recently. It used to be kind of focused at Barron Collier High School, but you've got some other locations now as well.
Right. Most of our classes are still held at Barron Collier High School, but we're really trying to reach out to serve other parts of the community. We are actually offering some new classes out at Palmetto Ridge High School in our upcoming Fall 2 session, which starts the last week of October. We are offering a piano class at Golden Gate High School, and that will just started in September and will continue another class in October. We offer a variety of classes at Lorenzo Walker Institute of Technology, including some cooking classes, which we take advantage of their wonderful culinary kitchen that they have there. So we're always looking to bring our classes to other parts of the community and get to also showcase all that the school district has to offer.
Great. Well, thank you for what you do, and if anybody's interested, they can contact you and the methods that you outlined. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
District Digest continues as we open your window to education, taking you inside the classroom so you can see what's cool in school. With BYOD, STEM, and today's cool school technology, here's Dr. Tracy Kohler.
Many of us have heard adults label the students of today as digital natives. Perhaps a better phrase to use would be digital citizens. Being a digital citizen is complex. These days, digital citizenship encompasses everything we do and every aspect of our lives.
with students maintaining personal blogs, creating their own YouTube channels, and engaging in online gaming, learning, creation, and social media communities, it is imperative that they know and understand their rights and responsibilities when it comes to content creation and consumption, as well as how they conduct themselves socially online. Destiny Miner, instructional resource teacher at Veterans Memorial Elementary, explains why teaching digital citizenship is important.
They need to know about cyberbullying, and they need to know how to use their manners online to be able to recognize if it's happening, or be able to help others if they're having that issue, and tell their trusted adult, which could be a teacher, a parent, a guidance counselor, an assistant, someone that they can tell that can help them overcome that and recognize where it's happening and how to stop it.
Across Collier County Public Schools, all elementary students engage in digital citizenship activities. An important component in teaching digital citizenship is the understanding of one's digital footprint.
Everything they do now will follow them through the rest of their lives, and I think that's very important for them to know, because being young, they sometimes make mistakes online or post a picture that they may not be so proud of, or they may post some words that aren't very friendly or kind, and someday when they're out to try to get into college or they're trying to get a job, they do look it up and they could go back and, find out that digital footprint.
If you would like additional resources that include games and videos focused on digital citizenship for students, visit the websites of organizations such as NetSmarts, which discusses netiquette or internet etiquette, and Common Sense Media, which uses a digital passport to facilitate lessons on cyber safety. And now you know what's cool in school.
It's time for our District Digest School Special with Leanne Zinzer.
Our next guest on District Digest is Tom Gemmer, the school counselor at Parkside Elementary School. Tom, good to have you on the program.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We've got some exciting stuff to talk about here at Parkside Elementary School. You've got two new clubs,
yes.
Gentlemen's Club and the Ladies Club. Tell us about it.
Well, the Gentlemen's Club and the Ladies Club are both groups that are sponsored by the Peters Group, which is the education group of Stephen Peters, who's now working with Collier County. And we learned about it last year from Dr. Peters' visits here. Started with a Gentlemen's Club right at the end of last year, and now we're excited this year we've added the Ladies Club. And they are groups that meet all over the nation, but we're the first in Collier County to have them. And they're groups of students. Ours are 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, boys in the Gentlemen's Club, obviously, girls in the Ladies Club. And it's a really organized curriculum base that the Peters Group puts out, but it's focused on leadership, self-esteem, self-responsibility, sort of developing character in these young people.
So what happens during these clubs? What are the students going to be doing?
Well, they meet once a week, and the facilitators are all folks on our staff who volunteered to do this above and beyond whatever their teaching role is. And we start every day with saying the Gentlemen's Club or the Ladies Club pledge, which sort of state those values of self-respect and things like that. Then each of the students in there has to keep a weekly progress sheet where they get reports from their teachers on their work, on their behavior, on their interaction with their students. So we count up points every week, and then we go through whatever the lesson for the day is. And that can be varied from getting to know myself to peer relationships to respect to leadership skills. And then we close each meeting with saying the pledge again, and then doing a firm handshake and looking them in the eye as they leave. And then the points that they're earning go towards special outings, because we're trying at least once every 6 to 8 weeks to have an outing in the community where they're going to practice some of what they learn. The most famous example of that is that we teach some manners and some decor, and we're going to go to a restaurant and have a meal in a fancy restaurant. So those kind of outings, then they have to have earned a certain number of points to participate.
Sure. But the skills that they're going to be learning and these leadership qualities, these are things that they're going to carry with them throughout not only their school years, but then on into adulthood.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, that's the thing we're most excited about starting at the elementary school level, is that we feel like we're giving them a foundation that's going to help them. At Parkside, one of our biggest goals anyway is to help our students sort of look beyond their circumstances and see the future, that they can go to college, that they can have a great career in whatever field they want. So this is going to fit so nicely, and we purposefully chose the 25 students in each club to be ones that we think will respond well to this. So.
And I would assume that you probably are, looking, it would take some partnerships in the community as well in order to help grow this program.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, we're excited about that part because we've really been working on partnerships at Parkside, but this one's going to take some real special ones. So we are looking for business partners, community groups that like to get involved, both possibly from financial funding, but more really from having mentors and opportunities for us to go out and do things. Both clubs have to have a service learning component too, so the groups are meeting right now talking about who they might want to help, either in our immediate Naples Manor community or in the broader community. So.
That giving back and having the students learn that at such a young age, again, will just serve them so well as they continue to grow.
Yeah, that's a life skill, that's for sure.
So now, who should they contact if there's anybody in the business community or just anybody in the community? Should they just contact you, contact the school?
Contact the school and talk to me, because I'm the coordinator of both clubs, working to sort of keep them together, and I'd be glad to have them out, let them see both clubs. The first big event coming up, which we'd love to have people come to, is the induction ceremony, which is on Tuesday, October the 7th at 6 o'clock. Dr. Peters and his wife, Angela Peters, are both going to be there, and they'll be our key speakers. And so we just hope people will come be a part of it, but I'd be glad to talk to anybody who'd like to know more.
So exciting and such a wonderful opportunity for these students, and something that, I'd love to see continue and grow through the success at Parkside, onto other levels, under other schools.
Yeah, one of the models is that it goes on to feeder middle schools and high schools, so we'll see if we can push that for the next years.
That's great. Thanks so much, Tom.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
District Digest presents a community update.
Welcome back. Our final guest today is Annette Kirk. She's the Grant and Scholarship Coordinator for the Community Foundation of Collier County. Annette, welcome.
Hi, Greg. Nice to meet you.
We're talking money today.
We are.
Scholarship money.
Yes, most definitely.
Tell me about the Community Foundation of Collier County and the process for your scholarship program.
Sure, I'd love to. The Community Foundation has actually been around for quite some time. Next year, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary. We play lots of functions in the community, and one of those is helping donors establish and administer scholarship funds.
How many scholarships do you have to give this year?
We currently have 23 scholarship funds that offer awards out to local seniors and adults who are needing financial aid to return to higher education.
What's the process to find out if my child's eligible for this scholarship?
All of our applications are listed on our website, which is www.cfcollier.org, and click on the For Students tab. Once they're there, they're going to find a complete list of our scholarships that are available. Each scholarship itself has a criteria, and that's a printable criteria that they can look at and know exactly what is required for each application. When our donors come to us and they want to set up a scholarship fund, they set their own criteria. So they're going to pick and choose what they're looking for. Some of our donors might choose to focus on academics. Others may choose financial need or a combination of both. We have some donors who have grown up in Naples and have gone to the high schools here, so they feel that they want to help the high school that they went to. So we have one that's specific to Barron High, one that's specific to Naples High. Other things that will make a student eligible could be that they want to study a specific area. Maybe it's medical, maybe it's law enforcement. We even have scholarships that are for that student who wants just that 2-year program. They're looking for a vocational certificate. It's not necessarily that 4-year university. And then lastly, we have scholarships that are for adults who have decided later on in life that they'd like to return to school and get their degree.
So I don't have to be the class valedictorian to get these scholarships. Anybody should be encouraged to apply, correct?
Most definitely. We have scholarships that are going to fit almost any graduating senior's needs. You don't have to have that 4.0 average. We have scholarships that are looking for that middle of the road kid who might get missed by the academic award and who isn't going to maybe get the financial need from the state as well. So it's not always based on that as well. And the awards we have are absolutely amazing. Last year we gave out 64 awards totaling over $500,000.
Wow.
So there's a lot of money to be had. Our award ranges from $1,000 to $250,000, $5,000. Some are renewable for 4 years. We have this amazing one that is a full ride to FGCU, so it's going to cover the expenses for all 4 years.
That's excellent. Okay, so let's get down to the actual application. When does the window open to start applying?
Sure. The applications are going to open on December 1st, and all of the deadlines will be March 1st.
How does a student apply? Is it online based?
Sure. Most of them are online, so again, they're going to go to our website and they're going to find that list of applications. Underneath the list, there'll be a link that either will say online application or print application. So that's what they're going to do. My suggestion for all students is to make sure that they've printed out that criteria form before they start the application process, because that criteria is going to tell them what documents they need. Documents are going to be their transcripts, letters of recommendation. Some might require their student aid report or their parents' financial information. All of them are going to have an essay that's specific to that fund.
Absolutely. Annette, a lot of great information, a lot of scholarships to apply. For our audience, one more time, the website, www.cfcollier.org, and then you're going to be at financial nights, correct?
Correct. Financial aid nights start in October and run through January, so I'll be present at them. Parents and students can see me before or after the presentation to ask any questions they might have about our scholarships.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we thank all of our guests, and we thank you especially for watching. For Leanne Zinzer and Maribel de Armas and all of us here at the Education Channel, I'm Greg Turquetta. We'll see you next time.
Join us again for District Digest, your inside look at the Collier County Public School District. The show is produced by the District Communications and Community Engagement Department and the Education Channel, your window to education.